Okay. Hello, we are here with RT60. This totally isn't the second take.
Hi for the first time.
Exactly. Okay, so right off the bat, how long have you been creating content since this is about your content creation journey and how you got where you are,
Yeah, creating content, it's been about 6 years. I'm 18 and I started when I was 12. So yeah, around six, I'd say.
All right. So, based. Okay, so what made you want to start creating content totally for the first time?
Okay. So let me just totally not recreate an answer in my head. When I was little and I would watch these things with my friends of like Minecraft playthroughs and other video game playthroughs, a lot of gaming YouTubers. And back then, there wasn't much editing on these creators' videos. But it would just be these guys trying to be entertaining and playing this game and having fun and getting millions of people watching also having fun. And seeing that reaction to just those guys doing that made me want to shoot for that because that felt like something I could really do and something I really wanted to do with my life. So it was really inspiring.
Yeah. I mean, I know you don't really like do gaming content, but like I think like the closest I can remember is your don't look at the moon one that just came out. Good video by
Yeah.
the way. Personally, I enjoyed that
Thanks,
one.
G.
Me and my friend, constant collaborator on my channel, Snowy, we watched it. We genuinely enjoyed it. So,
You're
you know.
you're such a W, Snowy. If you hear this.
Oh, Snowy will definitely hear this. He'll be fanboying so hard. Okay. Okay, question number 3. Was there anybody you knew personally that you were inspired by?
Anyone I knew personally? Ooh, that's a good question. Um, if I can look back, I think the earliest was I don't know if people know. All right, two people. So Venturian Tale was an old channel that was very popular back then, and there was another Sky Does Minecraft. Both these people are debunked now. They're not making content. They've actually turned out to be not very good people. But the things that they made at the time in their peak were game changing for me personally because I thought the peak of entertainment could go at the time was like cartoons, Cartoon Network. You got to get on a TV show, but these guys were just sitting in their room, like recording themselves yelling at Minecraft or whatever other game. And I saw some. Once I grew up, I started to see more how YouTube could be more of like a production, more editing focus. But those two really showed me how anyone could just do this and make anyone happy through their own creative expression.
That's honestly a based answer. I mean, like, yeah, I heard about the whole Sky Does Minecraft thing, and like it kind of really depressed me because like there was these lines of I don't know if you remember them, but like whenever I was smaller, there were like I think they were like mine tubers they were called. It was like a
Yeah.
line of like stuffed animals that were Minecraft related.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I had Dan TDM and Sky Does
Ah,
Minecraft.
that's a W.
Yeah, Dan TDM's like lost his arm, so
Sure.
rest in peace, Dan. Okay,
Hmm.
so number 4. It's hard to read my own handwriting. Okay, what was it like making content while you were in school? Because you said you started while you were 12, and you've been going for 6 years.
Yeah, I'd say it's really weird because at one point people will either support it or not, and thankfully I fell in with a supportive crew. Like I had the same three best friends, and they would always support whatever I do. But then it started to kind of leak into the school, and I was kind of starting to attach to my reputation. Even though I didn't get that many views, people knew that I made videos. There was even one time I walked in on my homeroom and they were playing my videos on the projector, and I died of cringe. Bro, I'm telling you, I there's something about knowing real people and seeing them that have seen your videos when it's like you kind of want to try to balance like your real life and your online life because I might make a joke online that I wouldn't want my real friends to hear, but it was very awkward sometimes, and sometimes I look back at it, it was pretty comforting just to know that people were kind of supporting what I was doing. And even though I don't think anyone thought I would get as big as I am, they still like chugged me on. They still were like telling me to go for it. So yeah,
Nice, nice.
it was also difficult with work and things to keep up a consistent schedule. But I was just trying to figure out what kind of content I was doing. And now that I'm out, it's easier to form a schedule and do stuff more often.
Oh yeah, no, I feel that one because we're coming up on the end of the school year. I got like 3 more weeks, and
Yeah.
there's all this this and then I got work and it's hard to keep a schedule and I know that's hard on my editor right now, so
Mm.
yikes. But
Already got an editor. You are balling.
yeah, just lucky I have a good friend. You know, again, kind of like you, fell in with a good group of people. Um, but again, not about me. Don't deduct points. This week.
Okay.
Okay, so like, okay, was there anybody who just I know you said you fell in with like a good group, but like was there anybody who personally disapproved or like currently or back then of what you're doing?
I don't think I knew anyone that was like mean enough to really do that, but I did know people that wanted to push me in a certain direction. Because you know, when you go for something like that, and entertainment wise, there's all these stories about the entertainment industry, and especially YouTube, of people who don't actually succeed that far. So my stepdad was trying to push me in the way of be basketball because I'm a 6 foot black teenager not doing sports. That's like a fish not swimming. Or I could be like, or I can lean towards tech and probably make more money if I was more like a programmer. That's what some of my friends were pushing me towards. But no one ever really directly disapproved. It was more of people like trying to influence me to not do it because they didn't think I could probably pull it off.
All right, nice, nice. I just the fish not swimming joke got me. Trying to hold it in right now. Okay.
Yeah, but you can do whatever you want. Like it doesn't matter how you look or like who you are. It's up to you.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm okay. I feel like I can do this. Okay, so did you ever think about quitting or giving up?
Mm. I think it really came a lot throughout school. Definitely. I can recall definitely this one time where I was just kind of sitting at my bed staring at my channel and I had incomplete assignments. I had F in like 3 classes. I was so focused on editing over a few weeks that I like skipped out on some important work. I was a like an average C, B minus type of student, but when I really got into YouTube, I that dropped down like a D average. So I really had to question: Am I doing the thing right now? Am I really giving up what could be like a better education to a better job for this thing that might not even work? Uh, so I really had to question myself there. But that was probably the main time I thought about quitting. There have been many like little moments in between in the past of like me not wanting to edit some days and realizing like, oh, I got to do this forever. But certain mindsets will get you over them. Celebrating your successes, balancing workflow, it gets better.
All right, nice, nice. I mean, like if you couldn't tell by the way I'm like responding and the way these questions are, I'm just kind of I'm hoping to get some advice from you by the end of this. This is you know, it's definitely a journey that I've
Mm.
been on. Um, did you have like any? I know you said you didn't play any sports, but like, did you have any like extra curriculars that like clashed with making videos too much?
Ooh, I was in soccer. I did a lot of soccer for a little bit because I wasn't. I honestly I like watching basketball. I was never good at it, so I was way better at soccer, kicking ball, dribbling ball. So there was that. But then I kind of quit it because I was so confident in YouTube. Well, I wasn't confident, but I liked YouTube so much that I was like, I don't need to do sports. I don't need to do sports. I'm good. But that conflicted for a bit, but then I just chose YouTube over it.
Nice, nice. Okay. Uh, okay. So, how did that? So, how did it feel whenever you like first started taking off and you got your play button and all that? Because like I know that was a pretty big accomplishment for you, and it's still your pinned tweet if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Um, when I got my play button, it kind of submitted in my head like, okay, now I have a reason. Because before I was kind of going off of blind, just I love this energy. Like you see other people do, you're like, I can do it too. I hope I can do this. But like the second a physical thing comes in your mail about it, that's when you're like, oh my god, wait a minute, there could be actually a thing. It was weird because it came at a time because I was a little bit burnt out because I was working so hard to get it. But once I bounced back and realized like, oh, I have this for a reason, I kind of want to up the quality of my stuff even more. And even before I got the button, though, I knew for a fact, like, this is what I'm gonna do. I gotta commit to this shit. Oh, this is a school interview. Sorry. Do you need help editing that?
Yeah, I'll bleep that out. Don't worry.
Okay, my bad.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I've already messed up a few times, but I don't care enough to notice what comes out of my mouth. I'm too tired for all that. I got like a contest tomorrow. You think I'm gonna watch what comes out of my mouth? You think I am? Anyway, okay. So, if you could change one thing from like all of your journey, what would it be?
Change one thing. You know, the perfect answer would be like, I wouldn't change a single. No, I think I would change how much initially I couldn't balance my time, because even though I like committed heavily to getting better editing, and it did help me out in the long run, I feel like I could have done the same thing if I just balanced my work and school life better. And if I think I would have a better relationship with other friends and school in general if I just put more time into it. And I feel like I could have, like, if I balanced between doing YouTube these days during these times and doing school during these times. It's just I didn't want to commit to school because school was boring. Yeah, so I'd probably change my work-life balance early on.
All right. Okay, so coming up on the last few questions. So, and this one's where it gets really, really evident what the purpose of this is. If you could give any advice to a new starter, what would it be? I'm asking for a friend.
Okay. Any advice to a new creator? I'm trying to think of, because every time someone does get, you know what? Fuck it. Oh God. What? Bro, be yourself, dog. Just do that. All right. So what was wrong with me initially is I was trying to be someone I wasn't. I think everyone has that issue, especially when they're starting off. You're trying to replicate people that you really like. You end up doing something that you don't usually do, edit a way you don't usually edit, stuff like that. You try to be someone you're not. I think I've found most of my stride and most of my success from being who I am on camera and just kind of increasing everything around that. Like, instead of liking someone like PewDiePie, just give a random example, and trying to replicate my editing like his and trying to act more like him, I more just like was myself on camera and tried to make myself as entertaining as possible with like spoofing up the editing and raising the quality of my mic and stuff like that, and more broadening stuff I watched, trying to be funnier. And it's just, you need to realize that you're good how you are as a person to do this or really anything you want to do. And it's all about how well you can add on top of yourself, or like the ideas you come up with, or how well you can express yourself in your videos. That's my own personal opinion. Some other people have a different opinion. Some people just want to use YouTube for money. So my opinion isn't the same as every other creator, especially at my level. I know a lot of people that went the other way around. But yeah, I mean, in my opinion, it's just being yourself helps a lot and not trying to be someone else.
Man, solid advice. Some people use YouTube for money. That's crazy. I could never imagine. Hold up, I got something in my throat. Oh, Ryan's toy review.
Oh my God, they've taken that child and like he's a cow and like squeezed every drop of milk, aka money, they can out of that guy, out of that kid.
Has he aged? I've been looking at pictures. Has he aged? I swear they've like just infused him with. They found the
fountain of youth.
They just dunked him in there.
Yeah, and now he's like 13, but he still looks 12. So he's good for the 12-year-olds watching, and they can still market him, put him in plushies. They made like a whole show around him. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh, a show. One day that kid's gonna be in high school and be like, "Mom, can I please stop opening giant Kinder eggs?
Don't make me eat the giant gummy worm. I'm 56.
No, not the one chip challenge. I have a life now."
Or maybe at that point he'll grow up and he'll get his kids to take his place. Who knows?
Oh no, got some Germa Kingdom from One Piece stuff happening there. Okay, so here's the last question.
Oh,
Okay. Did you ever expect to be interviewed? Like, has this happened before?
I'm gonna be dead honest. No, never, and I think that's pretty apparent from how many times I said words I probably shouldn't have said.
Classify them under the bad grade words.
Yeah, but I've been on podcasts before. I've done my own podcast where I've interviewed people,
Oh,
and
what
I
podcast?
I wouldn't expect me to get interviewed ever. No.
Do you mind me asking, like, what podcast?
Oh yeah. So okay. So I started my own called. It's on the sidebar of my channel. It's called. I forgot the name of my own podcast. Jump cuts. That's right. I made the whole channel for it. It's on buffering right now. I haven't done it in a while because I've been struggling to get guests, and I'm trying to rework how I do it. But I've been on that. I've been on a few other three that have been smaller, like Cloudcast, this other friend, Juicebox Podcast. I've been on a few. And podcasts are fun, and interviews are fun with people. I just didn't think I'd ever be on the one being asked questions, you know?
Oh, well, too bad. I turned the table that turns.
Ah, I hope I didn't flub this up, honestly.
No, you're good. You're good. This is like solid. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like
Mm,
I went into this like really excited, and like I feel like it delivered. You delivered. You're good. You're good, G.
thanks, my G.
Um, so yeah, that really concludes the interview. So I'm just gonna metaphorically shake your hand.
Do the outro. I'll do the hand sound effect like we're smashing hands together. Okay. Well, thanks for having me on, man. It's been great. What's your teacher's name again?
Miss Lee.
Miss Lee, please. This man deserves a good grade. I'd met him today, and I know you know him, but from my experience, he deserves it. At least an A minus. Come on, don't be weird about this. Uh, yeah, man.
I feel
Thanks.
I feel enlightened. I feel
Oh
like I've
my.
just had all of the knowledge placed upon me. I feel like I'm a holy being. I'm transcending this mortal realm as we speak. It's yeah, no, but it's been an honor. Um and I'm gonna stop the recording here. 17 minutes.
Way
Oh
beautiful, perfect time.
Alright, see you later.